I want to introduce you to my friend Fizz, who has made the most awesome theme song for New Life. Let's do it, bro.
Right on.
NewLife Expo. NewLife now. Open your mind to spirituality. Reach for the stars and search for infinity. In your NewLife Expo. NewLife now. Your immune system, new systems, and new people to meet. Exhibitions and speakers and spiritual seekers, enlightening those who believe. NewLife Expo. NewLife, your new life now. Open your mind to the possibilities. The guru in you is the guru inside of me. NewLife Expo. NewLife, your new life now. Your immune system and new systems, new ways you can be. Exhibitions and speakers and spiritual seekers, enlightening those who believe. NewLife Expo. NewLife Expo. NewLife in your new life now.
Thank you. Love it. Love it. Yes, everybody. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mark Becker, and for those that don't know Mark Becker, who am I? So Mark Becker is the person that started the first yoga center, the first healing center, the herb shop in New York City. Yes, I am a pioneer in this field of holistic health and medicine and spirituality and metaphysics. So we all know that laughter is the best medicine. I mean, that's a given. When we smile, when we laugh, when we're happy, our whole body shines. So movement is very, very important. So again, you need proper exercise. Now this could be yoga, this could be qigong, this could be tai chi, this could be dancing. For me, it was yoga. Yoga made me realize that I can do whatever I want to do after I do yoga. And that's why I've trained. Most yoga teachers don't really, in my belief system, really know how to teach yoga properly. And basically most yoga teachers, you'll see them at the front of the room doing the most awesome poses ever. And if that happens with you, so excuse me, I can replace you with a video. I'm leaving. Because the yoga teachers should be out in the trenches. They should be out there correcting every student at every moment. Right? And how does that feel?
Great. Oh my God. Love it.
And now release and roll up. Okay. And then I'm going to have you put your hands on the sacral plate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And tighten your butt. Mm-hmm. Now push your chest up.
Okay.
Okay. And now come back. No, back. All the way back. Into my fingers. Okay.
Wow.
So that's where you should be. I mean, you don't want to, most people stretch from down here.
Yes.
But everybody's loose down there. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Right.
Okay, now come back up. But leave your hands in place.
All right.
Okay, now watch this. How does that feel?
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you come? Don't come. Why'd you come? That's how you hear that one with Letty Bruce? He said, he used to hear there at night. Did you come? Don't come. Why'd you come? Did you come? Don't come. Okay. Okay, but that's good, right?
That's
So
great.
that,
That's great.
so you want to do things to the students to help loosen them up before they even really start doing the postures. I've trained tens of thousands of yoga students, and I've trained about 3,000 yoga teachers, and actually certified only a couple of hundred, 250 to be exact, only because they represent me, and they represent Serenity, which was my school, so I want them to be really good. So now, when I first started, I was the first yoga teacher in the first health club in New York City. It's called the New York Health Club, December '73. I had to talk to them in this thing called yoga. Now everybody walks around with a yoga mat, which is very cool. But you know, just like anything else, when you pick a teacher in yoga, or you pick a teacher in life, I'll give you two ways to find that teacher. One is, you should pick a teacher that has a cat philosophy and not a monkey philosophy. And where a mother monkey, the baby hangs on to the mother and goes from tree to tree to tree, just hangs on. Whereas a cat or a cub will take the young ones and bring them from place to place. So you want to make sure somebody's going to be there taking you from place to place. The other way to find a teacher is don't pick someone that says, I'll go first. And always pick someone that says, I've been there before. So if you come to the expo, you'll see Donna will be giving lectures, she'll be giving workshops. She'll have an exhibit booth where she can do one-on-one on you. And also, let me see the cover of your new book.
Okay. Well, this one is the cover of my biography, which it talks about the beam of light coming down and my actual out-of-body experience. And then,
Great picture.
Yeah, thank you. That's an actual picture of me. And I was guided to show exactly what happened during the experience. So I was reading the Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. And then the workshop that we're going to have at the expo is called Miracles of Total Body Healing. And this book I'm currently writing, and it is True Cases of Miracle Healings from the Files of a Master Energy Healer. And so there's about 45 documented miracles here in this book. And so I've done the expos as a medium, as contacting the deceased, and I worked in the health food store, and then simultaneously, one day, maybe 5 years later, I put everything all together and created my own healing technique for physical healing.
And what is that when you say technique?
Well, I'm a Reiki master and a hypnotherapist, and it's sort of like a combination. My sessions are sort of like a combination between spiritual psychology and energy work. So I talk to the person, they tell me the intention of the session, and then I'm guided psychically to go back to the times in their life which they had various different traumas, and then I remove those traumas. And actually, and not a lot of people know this, when those traumas are removed energetically, sometimes a miracle just spontaneously happens.
Right.
So I'm kind of skilled at that because I've worked with about 60 to 70,000 people since 1994.
Wow.
Over the phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, energy blockages causes disease.
That's true.
Right. And so how do you do it over the telephone?
That's exactly what I do. I start the intention of the session and I ask the person what is their intention of the session. Because they need to really ask me specifically what they need. Because I am something called a manifesting generator.
You
So
find somebody, like a mentor, that has been in that path that you want to be on before. So again, yoga is, to me, the most important. And for people, a lot of people have kind of bastardized yoga or Americanized it and left the whole classical part out. You can't really do yoga properly without the spirituality. And that's why when I taught in the health club this thing called yoga, people came back. They didn't know why, but I knew why. And it's because once I connected their mind and body with their breath, their spirit started shining. And they had a feeling that either they never had before or they had and they forgot about it, but it helped them remember. Now, if we use the breath with yoga, that's very important. Most yoga teachers don't teach that. So how you do that is any upward movement you do with an inhalation. Any downward movement you do with an exhalation. Any twisting movement you do with an exhalation. Any chest expansion you do on an inhalation. So if you do that, if you use the breath in the postures, your postures will get a lot easier and you maximize it. Also, Ujjayi breathing. Every advanced student should know about Ujjayi breathing. And that's breathing through you close your epiglottis. So I don't know if you can hear, but it's... And what it is, you start creating a tremendous heat. It's almost like all the planes go through Chicago to get where they're going. All the energy is there. Well, it's like that. You're closing down your pipes so tight that the space that's open just a little, all the breath's going through that. It creates a heat. So again, a lot of people feel they have to go to a yoga class with a really hot room. No, a good yoga teacher helps you create your own heat. You don't need that external heat. So again, utilize the breath in yoga, but utilize the breath in life. You know? Again, proper way to breathe. Okay, so 50% of the people breathe properly, 50% of the people don't. How do you breathe properly? When you inhale, your stomach comes out and your chest comes out. When you exhale, your chest comes in and your stomach comes in. Most people, well, 50% deviate from that. When you're born, you breathe properly. When you sleep, you breathe properly. In waking, half the people don't. And, you know, one reason is, like for instance, at the Army, they go, attention, attention, attention. What does that mean? At tension. So you're up, your stomach is in. Or people that want to have a really tight stomach, you know, they hold their stomach in. But you got to breathe through that. If your stomach doesn't come out, your diaphragm's not going to drop down, your lungs are not going to expand, you don't get the oxygen, and boom. Okay. So inhale, stomach out, chest out, exhale, chest in, stomach in. So that was very important. You don't want to be at tension. You don't want to be at dis-ease, because then you get disease. Folks, you're in for a treat today, and this is going to be a small glimpse of what goes on at the NewLife Expo. We have a lot of panels going on. One of my favorite is the Goddess panel, something I created years ago. And it's very, very important. Why? What is a goddess? So what a goddess is bringing out the inside, the energy, the love, the support, and the strength of a woman. Now, why is this panel great for everybody? The reason is women, ladies, you're going to see what it's like to be a goddess. You're going to see what it feels like to be a goddess. And all you men out there, hold on, because you're going to finally find out what a goddess wants in a man. So, we have two goddesses right here. I have Ashley over here. I have Ellen over here. And I want them each to tell you what made them realize that they were a goddess. And so you want to start, Ashley?
Okay. I think I started my journey after I got my Reiki certification, and I'm doing this meditation, and I'm out of my body. And I hear this voice that says, relax, and I've never heard voices, and I got startled. And then I'm looking down at myself, and I'm even more startled because I'm not in the body, and I tell the voice telepathically saying, if I can't get back in, I'm just as good as dead. And the voice just said, relax, which made me more scared. And then what I did was this burst of light, and then bam, I was back in my body. Had I known back then, a couple of decades ago, what I know now, if I surrendered, I probably would have gotten tremendous download of info. But back then I was still a newbie. But I did get incredible information, which was also back then, I had severe depression for a long time. And this awareness was that it was overwhelming feeling of love, and that my depression was coming from guilt. And that guilt, anger, regret, blame, all of this is a human condition, and that the only truth is love. But it wasn't just a knowing, it was a feeling within all my cells and a healing. So from then, I start every day with love, and I try to live the whole day through love. And this power is just not within me, it's in all of us. And this love is such a high frequency, you could almost bend reality when you're in this place.
De-stress, feel love, realize that guilt is not within you because other people may be making you feel guilty.
I think, you know what it is? I think a lot of us carry guilt without knowing it. Because when we're little, when things happen, we don't understand it. So when our parents argue or they fight or they go through a divorce or they yell, we take it on as ourselves and we carry that guilt, even though it's not our fault.
I knew that the Jewish people didn't have monopoly on guilt. Okay, Ellen, how about yourself? What made you realize you were a goddess?
You know, when you become in that place and point in your life when you feel like you see things manifesting, you see things coming in alignment, you see reactions from people. You know, prior, as you're younger, maybe life isn't flowing so well. Maybe you're not getting the right responses. Maybe you're feeling like life isn't working. And when you finally get to that point where you feel secure within self, knowing in essence of who you are, the light that you are, and then when you project that light, the response is exquisite.
Right.
So I feel very blessed that things just keep falling into place better than I can even fathom. And I think when you're living in pure joy, living in bliss, knowing that if something is not right, well, there's a reason for it. And to not take certain parts of your life so intensely, you know, because
no shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No, it's all good. It's all beautiful. It's all a blessing.
Now, in the expo, we have actually 5 or 6 goddesses that are going to share the story. But right now, I would like Asia and Ellen to 3 things. What do you look for in a man?
You know what? I see more of the soul, his energy, and how he is able to communicate, not just with his eyes and mouth, but his whole essence of respect with me as a soul.
Communication and respect. And yourself?
I think it's how someone makes you feel. I think if you feel honored and you feel love, you know, I can never get enough love. I love love.
Okay, men, you have to give love. Okay, so again, stay tuned. Come to the expo. We'll always have a goddess panel. And remember, wherever you are, there's a god and goddess within you.
Goddess is a multifaceted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We tap into the whole of us, which is motherhood, finance, love. It's abundance in all aspects of our life.
Absolutely. And that's what I also try to bring out with Age in Your Beginnings. So Mark Becker, the NewLife Expo.
And when I first started, I was telling people are going to be drinking bottled water. They were going to have air purifiers, water purifiers, take herbs, use magnets, do yoga, be involved in nutrition, and everybody thought that I was crazy. And I was crazy, but I wasn't stupid. And there's 2 sayings that actually can put a whole flow on my life. One is, in the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, with Butch turns to Sundance.
You just keep thinking, Butch. That's what you're good at.
Boy, I got vision and the rest of the world wears bifocals.
That's the way I feel. Like so many things came so natural.
Some men see things as they are and say why. I dream things that never were and say why not.
And I just couldn't understand why people were living the lives they were living. And why people weren't taking responsibility for their life, weren't taking responsibility for their health. Because this is our movie, and we're the star in this movie. So we can be anything we want to be, we can do anything we want to do. So isn't it best to do that by enlightening other people's lives, by opening up other people's minds to the possibilities of anything, of having people reach their maximum potential? And that is what I'm about. And that's why I created the NewLife Expo. And that's what it means. Dis-ease means you're in stress. And what's happening now because of this pandemic is that people are really watching certain programs that get them stressed out. They get paranoid, they get uptight, they get anxious, they get nervous, they get afraid, they get stressed, and the immune system goes down, and guess what? They get sick because they actually program themselves to get sick. Again, this is your movie. You can be wherever you want to be, whoever you want to be, however you want to be, whenever you want to be. So play the best part that you can. Okay, so people ask me, what is the NewLife Expo? How'd you start it? And where are you going from here? And so the NewLife Expo is a place where people can congregate and meet each other. People that want to meet other people that want to raise their consciousness, other people that know that there's a better way out there. And so what I did is I created speakers and exhibitors from around the world and around the country to help communicate and educate. So I've been doing this, well, on and off since 1976, but with other expos, with my own, with NewLife Expo since 1990. And I've known Ellen Pellegrino for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And she lives here in Suffolk
Island.
County.
Yeah.
I happen to be in Long Beach, but you know, I've always had my expos in New York City, and we've always had between 5,000 and 10,000 people there. And she said, oh, come to Long Island, come to Long Island. And I said, no, the city is great. Well, right now the city is not great. So Ellen has been a catalyst and a driving force to say, Mark, just do it. It'll be awesome. And she's introduced me to really incredible people out here. And so, so that's why we're in Long Island now. We're in Hauppauge, which I spell it wrong every day. But it's in Hauppauge,
Yes.
Hauppauge. I keep saying this myself. And at the Hyatt Regency. I hope all my people come from Manhattan. If they come and show their train pass, they'll be getting in for free. Also, the hotel, thanks to Ellen, has offered us the best deal on the planet. They usually charge $450. You know, they have a golf course next door. But you're only going to charge us $189. So if you happen to be driving to the expo, you can stay overnight for only $189. Spend a weekend. We're going to have a love fest on Saturday night with music and dancing and hoopers and fire. I mean, just
that
a lot
I'm working
of fun.
very hard to co-create.
Yes, she is.
You know, it's funny because Mark was going because he's been doing New York almost 40 years and Florida.
An expo where I bring people from all around the world.
But now he's like, is there that many people on Long Island that are into spirituality?
I Googled it, 9 million folks.
And I go, baby, wait until I show you some of the magical, wonderful, incredible, talented people that are just phenomenal. So I've been doing spirituality, Age New Beginnings, for about 30 years. And so I got to know a lot of people that I completely respect.
Right.
And they're going to be showcased, as well as the original brilliant people from around the world with booths and lectures. We have locals here in Long Island, we're here in Suffolk County and in Nassau, where you're going to be able to have resources to empower your life.
And you know the best part of it? You really know the best part of it? The best part of it, folks, is that right now it's only $10 a day. It's amazing. The best speakers, everybody in the old days, from Deepak Chopra to Dr. Oz to James Van Praagh, etc., etc., etc. And what it is to enlighten people to who they are. I was telling a friend yesterday that I was a senior teacher for a couple of swamis. And the swamis are gurus. But what a true swami is, a true guru is somebody that teaches you that G-U-R-U, which is how you spell guru. G-U-R-U. The guru is inside yourself. And that's what the expo is about. So more important than the famous people that lecture or exhibit are the people that come to the expo. You're the lights. You're the energy. Everything is energy. Energy is number one. The breath is number two. The food is number three. Water is number four. A little bit later, I'm going to be talking about the breath. But right now, I just want to leave you with the message that if you can raise your vibration, it could be through sound, it could be through art, it could be through music or dance, you'll become a light unto others. And that vibration is important. That's why when you walk down the street and somebody looks at you and you have this look of, ugh, they'll say, wow, that guy really brings me down. But if you walk down the street and you're really like that, wow, what an up person. So people don't realize that when they say that, but that's what they mean. Energy is contagious. So if you can raise everybody's vibration that you meet, then you had a perfect, beautiful day.
NewLife Expo. New life now. Open your mind to spirituality. Reach for the stars, search for infinity. NewLife Expo. New life now. Your immune system, new systems, and new people to meet. Exhibitions and speakers and spiritual seekers, enlightening those who believe.